This is a audio test, audio test, audio test. Audio test, audio test, audio test. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Would like to welcome you in here at Shawnee High School. We're about to get things kicked off for the nightcap of the state tournament here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. There's been a couple delays here today due to weather. It was a great job by Shawnee Athletics and the Shawnee baseball program as they tarped the field quick and had a little delay in the Worcester game, about an hour delay. And the game before us, Cashin scores 11 runs and beats Latta 11-3. Worcester loses on a heartbreaker with a dribbler back to the mound and loses on a walk-off to Preston 4-3. And Oakdale takes care of business in the first round against the um, Central Salisal Tigers 10-0. So as we get here, wait for the first pitch. The Panama Razorbacks will be the away team, and they'll be taking on the Dell Pirates. Anyone who's been around baseball know the tradition that Dell has. But the Panama Razorbacks are fired up and ready to go, and Brex Caldwell will be pitching in game one here to try to advance to tomorrow's semifinals game. Due to the late start, the Panama Razorbacks, if they can win, will be having first pitch at 4 o'clock tomorrow here in Shawnee in the semifinals, and they will play Cashin. The Oakdale Tigers will be playing the game at 1:30 tomorrow. We'll get first pitch here pretty soon, and Oakdale will be playing Preston, so we will get things going here pretty soon. Thank you for joining in. Get your coffee. Stay up late with us as we enjoy some state tournament baseball. Good evening, everyone. We'd like to welcome you in here to Shawnee High School. We've done the national anthem, players have been introduced, and we're ready to play some baseball. Thank you for tuning in on this late night. There is a sea of black and red here at Shawnee Stadium. As your Razorbacks traveled well, but we thank you guys for tuning in to the Razorback Rewind to watch your Panama Razorbacks take on the Dell Pirates. The winner of this will play tomorrow at 4 against Cashin. The first semifinal game will feature the Preston Pirates against the Oktahal Tigers. That first pitch will be at 1:30 tomorrow here at Shawnee. On the mound for Dell will be number 44, Jack Rooker. Leading off for the Razorbacks will be 23, Brex Caldwell, followed by number 44, Caleb Brewer. And your three-hole tonight for the Razorbacks will be number 3, Dylan Reestein.
Razorback fans, are you in the house tonight? Pirate fans, where you at? Let me just go ahead and give you the reminder. You can have your noisemakers, but do not use them during the action as it goes on.
Stepping in here for your Razorbacks will be number 23, the pitcher, Brex Caldwell.
Leading off for Panama, number 23, the pitcher, Brex Caldwell.
Pitch delivered. Brex swings through it for strike 1. Good location on that pitch. Brett just pulled off it just a little bit there. 0-1 count. 10:07 first pitch here in Shawnee, Oklahoma, quarterfinal state tournament. Ball outside, it evens things up 1-1. Looks like the outfield's doing a little bit of shifting. Left fielder moves off the line, moves more to the center field area. Ball outside for ball 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Caldwell. We were delayed today due to a rainstorm that ripped through here in game 2. Shawnee Athletics did a great job of getting the tarp covered along with Worcester and Preston as Breck swings through that to even things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. About an hour delay here. They got the field nice and ready for us and had a game in between the Worcester game, and Cashin won 11-3, which led us to the nightcap. Brett rips one to left field between the shortstop and third baseman for a base hit. Leadoff single for Caldwell. It brings to your plate the 2-hole, number 44, Caleb Brewer. Caleb Brewer has been hitting the ball well. In the regional tournament and the if necessary game against Dibble, Brewer did hit a home run in right field. Brewer can swing the bat really well. Again, first state tournament trip for the Razorbacks since 2017. A lot of excitement in the community, in the school system for the Razorbacks this week. Brewer takes strike 1 on the outside corner, 0-1. Coach Gallagher giving some signals. Brewer checking his wristband. Steps in. Pickoff attempt, Breck's back safely. One hit for Caldwell here in the top of the first. Ball in the dirt, great block by the catcher. Evens things up 1-1. The game before us, I was just told, took 3 hours and 37 minutes. So with the rain delay in a 3.5 hour game, there is the reason we started at 10:07 today. But again, we get to play, and that's good. Here we go. Gets his signal. Ball ripped to second base. Second baseman flips it to second for a 4-6-3 double play. 4-6-3 double play to retire Brewer and to stop the rally. We'll bring up your 3-hole, number 3, Dylan Riestein. Ruckert winds up, throws it in there for strike 1 to Dylan Riestein. 2 outs here in the top of the first. Brex led off with a single. Brewer pulls one to the second baseman for a double play in this inning. And Riestein rips one high, skyrocket to left field. Left fielder camped under it for out 3 to retire the side. 1 hit, no runs, no errors, no one left on. Top of the first, 0-0. As the Dale Pirates come to bat in the bottom of the first. We'll be back here in a little bit. Welcome back here to the Razorback Rewind, live here from Shawnee. Bottom of the first inning. Up to bat will be your first baseman, Dayton Forsyth, for the Dell Pirates. Caldwell is pitching on the mound for your Panama Razorbacks. Simpkins behind the plate. Hogan third. Riestein at short. Jackson Harris at second. Brewer at first. Fairless in left. Siemens in center. And Boomer McLean in right field. Caldwell's first pitch in there for strike 1 to Forsyth. Forsyth swings and misses for strike 2, an 0-2 count. Caldwell up early. Caldwell winds up, delivers. Ball outside. Catcher was set up outside. Looked like a good pitch, but they're off the plate. Couple bumps. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Forsythe pokes one to the second baseman. Harris stays down on it, put out for the first out. Great sequence of pitching there. Gets ahead early 0-2. Throws a waste pitch outside, doesn't chase, comes back in with the curveball to roll over to second base. Brings up to the plate this 2-hole number 2, Jackson Harris. I had to double check my roster, make sure that I was on the right roster because our second baseman's Jackson Harris. Ball 1 inside. Early going here in the bottom of the first, 0-0. Just missed right there. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 hit for Panama here in the top of the first. Ball 3, 3-0. Falls behind 3-0, Caldwell does. One thing we can't afford here is a walk. Caldwell goes right at him for strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Taken all the way there. Caldwell working quick. Misses there for ball 4. Walks the 2-hole. It brings up number 3, Jet Higdon, your 3-hole hitter for Dell. 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Dell's first plate appearance. Yes, he did. Check swings, but umpire behind the plate said he went. So no balls, 1 strike. Steps out of the box. Looks over to the dugout. Coach Harris giving some signs for the Dell Pirates. Caldwell gets a sign delivered. Ball in the dirt. Simpkins quickly looks like he's going to throw, but there's nothing going on there for the Dell Pirates. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Gets the outside corner, 1 ball, 2 strikes to Higdon. Swing and a miss. Caldwell gets him to fish outside for the second out of the inning. After the strikeout, it brings up to the plate the 4-hole, number 44, Jack Rooker, the pitcher. Great pitches there from Caldwell. Caldwell checks the runner at first, comes set. In there for strike 1. 0-1 count, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Dell doing a good job slowing the game down here. Brex likes to work quick. Caldwell out of the stretch. Gets a sign. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes. Caldwell gets him to chase on a breaking ball in the outside corner for the 3rd out. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on after 1. 0-0. Due up for The Razorbacks will be Simpkins, Siemens, and Hogan. We'll be back. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here in the top of the second inning, due up for your Razorbacks will be number 5 Simpkins, number 1 Siemens, and number 10 Hogan.
Leading off number 5, Tyler Simpkins.
Simpkins steps in. Ball in the dirt, ball 1. Pitch delivers. Simpkins fouls it back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Here in the top of the second. Simpkins takes a ball low outside for ball 2, headed in count. It's always nice to get a leadoff on. Then you can kind of do some stuff at the plate. Simpkins does have wheels, so with him getting on the base would be a really good benefit for here for the Razorbacks. Pitch on the way. Simpkins takes strike 2 for the inside corner. It's a good pitch. Catcher kind of caught it oddly to make it look like a worse pitch, but did hit the inside corner. 2 balls, 2 strike. Rickers winds up, delivers, ball outside, full count. Simpkins having a good at bat here, being patient. Pitch on the way. Simpkins fouls one down left field line, just foul. We'll do it again. Simpkins competing up at the plate right here, the full count. No outs here in the top of the second. Score 0-0. Pitch on the way, and Simpkins draws a walk, a leadoff walk at that, here in the top of the second.
Center fielder, number 1, Aaron Siemens.
Now batting number 1, center fielder, Aaron Siemens. Siemens squares the bunt. Rooker doesn't get a call there on a curveball inside. 1 ball, no strikes. One 0 count here. Runner on first. Top of the second. Aaron Siemens pulls his bat back there for ball 2. 2-0 count early in this ball game. Again, late start here due to some delays with weather, due to the weather. Hits the outside corner there. 2 balls, 1 strike. Siemens gets a great bunt down first base. Second baseman comes in. Looks like it's on the tag. The ball gets away from him and goes to the Dell dugout on the first base, and they call him safe. Second baseman charges in on a bunt, goes to tag, but the ball pops out of his glove, so he is safe. So Razorbacks are in business here. Runners at first and second, no outs, with the number 10, Sean Hogan, up to bat. Siemens laid down a really good bunt, kind of pushed it down first base line. Second baseman, with great effort to get there, just can't hold on to the ball on the tag. And that was the only play he had. There was no way he was turning around to flip it to first base. So first and second here for the Razorbacks. And you would think Coach Gallagher has the bunt on again here, and they do. Squares the bunt. Hogan fouls it way back. 0-1 count. We need a bunt here. A great bunt situation. Need to get it down here. 0-1 count. Hogan squares again. Rooker does an inside move to second. Simpkins wisely gets back to second. Simpkins on second. Siemens on first. Hogan at bat. No balls, 1 strike. No outs. Here in the top of the second. Squares the bunt. Rooker misses high. 1 ball, 1 strike. Squares again. Pops it straight up. Catcher from Dell hustles back, but it's out of play.
Please return foul balls to the dugouts. Thank you.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Going to swing here, and he pops it up. Should be an infield fly rule, so no matter what, batter's out. And he is. 1 out. Can't miss opportunities like that when you have a chance to bunt and advance runners,
Left fielder number 24, Alan Curtis.
especially with playing a team like Dell. Comes up to the plate, number 24, Talon Ferris, left fielder. So 1 out, runners at first and second. 1 out, top of the second, 0-0 here in the quarterfinals. Pitch on the way. Fairless swings through it for strike 1. Talon pops one up too, right behind home plate. Third baseman and catcher coming in on it, and the catcher squeezes it for the second out of the inning. So after a walk, a bunt, back-to-back pop-outs for 2 outs in the inning, brings up number 4, Boomer McLean. Boomer squares the bunt with 2 outs and pops it up for the 3rd out of the inning. So Panama goes no runs, no hits, 1 hit, no errors, 2 left on base, so we move to the bottom of the second, 0-0 here in Shawnee. Here in the bottom of the second, 0-0 score. Number 12, Easton Edmondson steps in for the Dale Pirates here. Falls behind 0-2. Strike one call, then a foul ball. Brex winds up and delivers. Edmondson does a great piece of hitting to right field, and it scoops past the right fielder, but not far enough to where the runner can advance. So Brex tries to sneak a fastball in the outside corner there, and Edmondson does a great job of poking the ball out to right field for a leadoff base hit here in the bottom of the second. Brings up number 6, Kason Richardson. Dell squares the bunt. Edmondson pulls back, but it's a strike one. Richardson squares the bunt, pulls back, but gets a call in the outside corner. Squares again here early. The ball gets away from Simpkins. Goes back. The runner from Dell rounds second and heads to third, but there is some confusion on the field as the field umpire sends him back to second for the ball went in the dugout. So a break there for the Panama Razorbacks as Caldwell tries to throw one on the inside and it scoots off the dirt to the right side of the field. Edmondson got a good read there and tried to get to third, but the ball rolls into the dugout, so a dead ball sends him back to second on there. So no outs, runner on second here. 1-1 count for Caldwell. Let's see if Dale sticks with the strategy to play the small ball game here to try to manufacture some runs. 1-1 count. So little sneaky play. We tried a sneaky play. Brex throws it, and the second baseman can't handle the ball. Falls off Harris's glove into center field, allowing the runner to advance to third. So a little trickery there from the Razorbacks trying to get it out there, and it backfires as Caldwell throws the ball to second, and it hits off the second baseman's glove. So no outs, runner on third for the Dell Pirates. Brex comes set, delivers, misses inside for 2 balls. 2 balls, 1 strike. Jam shot to left field for Richardson. 2-2 count. Caldwell tries to sneak one into the inside corner. It's a close pitch, but too far inside, says the home plate umpire. 3-2 count here to Richardson. And Caldwell misses for ball 4. So after a base hit and a few fielding errors and a walk, Coach Dan Caldwell for the Panama Razorbacks will call timeout to go visit the defense. Sure, he's just telling them to settle down here, kind of get a strategy. Do we play outs? Do we take the out at the plate? You got to go double play in the middle. So we resume play here. Runners on third and runner on first. No outs. And coming to the plate is number 33, Ethan Douglas. Caldwell throws a strike, and Richardson gets to second base on a stolen base. No balls, 1 strike. Runners on second and third. Douglas shows bunt. Tries to push one down first base line, but it goes foul. So trying to manufacture some runs here early as Dale. 0-2 count to Douglas. Early here in the going of this game, bottom of the second. Caldwell throws it on the outside corner, and Douglas pokes his bat up there and fouls one back to stay alive. Caldwell comes set up in the count 0-2, curveball, and he rips one to left field. That'll score too easily. Talon Fairless throws one in, and that'll be a stand-up double for Ethan Douglas, a 2 RBI stand-up double.
Second baseman number 21, Braylon White.
So now stepping to the plate is the 8-hole number 10, Braylon White. No outs, runner on second. Two and 0 to White. Caldwell fires one in there for strike one. 2 balls, 1 strike. Inside move. No throw. Caldwell misses high. 3 balls, 1 strike. And just misses ball 4 right there. Looked like the runner took off before the ball got there.
Left fielder number 7, hit Forsythe.
It was a close pitch. Looked a little high. Either way, brings the runners to first and second. No outs with your 9-hole Denton Forsythe up. They're going to elect to let Forsythe hit here, and Brex Caldwell throws one in for strike 1. Double play ball would be nice here. Caldwell delivers. Forsythe pops it up into right field, but it's going to get out of play for bringing the count 0-2. Caldwell up in the count 0-2 to Forsythe, the 9-hole. And Caldwell throws one in there for strike 3. Great pitch there, big pitch there. Now you think ground ball. Double play ball would be nice to get out of here. And coming to the plate, your first baseman, the leadoff, number 17, Dayton Forsythe. That's a big out there. Brings up the 1-hole. Good hitter here. And Caldwell gets ahead 0-1. Working away here, obviously, with a good hitter like Forsythe. Again, 1 out, ground ball would be nice. Double play ball. Get us out of this jam. Caldwell throws a slider away. Forsythe swings and chases for strike 2. Ahead in the count here. Ball high. Thank you for staying up with us late. There's nothing like May baseball in Oklahoma. The state tournament's always a fun time for me. A lot of memories made here for me, made for my family, and it's always nice to see great teams compete at high levels. 1-2 count. Umpire grants timeout to Forsyth, and we'll regroup here. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Forsyth stays alive, hits the ball to right field out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We'll do it again. I was talking earlier to one of our coaches, Coach Claiborne, on the way up here. We were just talking about how tough 2A is this year. 2A is a tough class to be in this year. All the teams 1 through 8 in the state tournament are really tough. Misses high, 2 balls, 2 strike. Got some great teams. So any draw you would get would be a tough game to win. So 2A is a tough class to be in this year. Forsyth still battling up. Still battling, still fouling them off. 2 balls, 2 strikes here.
Baseballs to the dugouts. Baseballs to the dugouts, please.
Some confusion going on right now between pitcher and the catcher. Simpkins wisely calls timeout, goes out there to square things up. This is very important at bat right here, and very important out to get if we can. Forsyth's a very dangerous hitter. Dale has the momentum right now. Caldwell gets his ground ball to second base. Harris flips to the shortstop. One hops it. He's safe, but Caleb Brewer stays in front with a nice play at first base to save a run. So you get your ground ball. Kind of got a weird hop. Slow on the turn. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. So you get your ground ball. What we needed. Brings up number 2, Jackson Harris. Caleb Brewer made a big play on that. Shortstop Reistein kind of tries to one-hop it over there to get the out, and Brewer bodies up on that pitch right there. Dell delays, steals, and it works to perfection. 1 ball, 1 strike here to Jackson Harris. 2 outs, bottom of the second. Runners at second and third. The delay still is dangerous. It always seems to work. If you can do it, it is very successful. It throws people off, and that's what Dell just did to advance to second to get 2 runners in scoring position. Looks like they're gonna keep the ball away here and don't give anything cheap here to Jackson Harris, the 2-hole. You got a base open. The Bricks goes right at him here and brings the count to 2-2, but the ball's going to be hit to the right side of the field, and it's in play, and it was a tough play, but Brewer just hits his glove and pops out. I thought the ball was going to be out of play, but it somehow stayed inside, almost on the gate, and our first baseman, Caleb Brewer, runs over there, hits his glove, and bounces out. Would have ended the inning, but instead we're 2-2, 2 outs, Deuces Wild on the board. Caldwell delivers ball in the dirt. Simpkins does a great job staying in front. Again, full count here. Caldwell sets, delivers, ball 4 outside. Walks the bases loaded. Brings up the 3-hole Jet Higdon. Bases loaded here in the bottom of the second. 2 outs. Higdon up to the plate. 0 for 1 today. I don't know where that one missed. Ball 1. Looked like a great pitch. May have been a little bit outside. Caldwell misses outside. 2 balls, no strikes. Nowhere to put him. Caldwell falls behind 3-0, trying to hit the outside corner but doesn't get the call. And Caldwell will walk in the third run of the inning. With that walk, Coach Gallagher will call timeout. Make a slow walk to the pitcher's mound for a mound visit. 3-0 here in Shawnee. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. We'll be right back. So we're back here resetting the line here for Panama Razorbacks. So it's 3-0 lead for the Dell Pirates in the bottom of the second. 2 outs, bases loaded. After a mound visit by Coach Gallagher, Caldwell comes sets, throws one up there, and Rooker for Dell fouls it back. 0-1 count. Caldwell delivers and gets the call for strike 2. That's where you want to miss right there, or that's where you want to hit strike 2 on the outside corner. All the Dell hitters are good hitters, and you want to live outside. Simpkins sets up way outside. Kind of a waste pitch there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Again, drop third strike here. Simpkins can just step on the plate for the putout if we need be. Caldwell misses high. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Caldwell turns the inside move. Full count here. 2-2 runners will be moving on the pitch. Caldwell delivers and the ball's outside. Tries to throw a slider on the outside, and it ball's way outside. Walks in another run to bring the score 4-0. Coming to the plate's number 5. Sorry, excuse me, number 12, Easton Edmondson. Misses high, ball 1. Ball 2, high. 2-0 count here to Edmondson. Edmondson is 1 for 1. Caldwell delivers. Ball 3 outside and high. Simpkins going to call timeout, settle him down a little bit, tell him to get right back in the zone. Let your defensive work here. Bases loaded, out anywhere. Great move by Simpkins to get Caldwell back in the zone. 3 balls, 1 strike. Bases loaded. 2 outs. And he misses high. Walks in. Another run to bring the score 5-0. Caldwell right back in there for strike 1. Batting for Dell's number 6, Kason Richardson. Caldwell's heading the count 0-2. Richardson is 0 for 0. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Caldwell delivers. Nearly hits him on the inside corner, but doesn't. It's ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Just missed outside. Didn't get a call there. A little high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 outs. 2-2-2 across the board here. 5-0. Bottom of the second. Dell Pirates lead. Richardson stays alive. Fouls it straight back. We'll do it again here at 2-2. Ground ball to the shortstop. Riestein stays down on it and gets the easy out at second to finally end the inning. But after 2 complete innings, your Dell Pirates are ahead 5-0 as we move to the third. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here in the top of the third inning where your Panama Razorbacks are down 5-0. Coming to the plate will be your 9-hole, number 12, Jackson Harris, your second baseman. Harris takes ball outside, ball one. Again, the winner of this game will go on to play tomorrow at 4 o'clock against the Cashin Wildcats, who won earlier today before us in a 3.5 hour game against the Latta Panthers. They won 11-3. Before that, the Worcester Wildcats had a really great game against the Preston Pirates, where just had a rotten luck play to end the game, and the Preston Pirates walked them off 4-3. In the game one of the today, Oakdahal beat Central Salisaw 10-0. So there's three teams set in the semis, which will be held tomorrow. Oakdahal will play Preston, and the Cashin Wildcats will wait on the winner of this game right now. That's going on right now. Again, the winner of this game will play tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Due to the delays of rain and the game going 3.5 hours before us, they've switched the game times tomorrow. So the tournament bracket says differently. They have switched the games to 4 o'clock. And so we set at 1 ball, 2 strikes to Jackson Harris. Ball on the way, and Harris takes the ball right down the middle for strike three, first out of the inning. After the strikeout, walking up to the plate will be number 23, your pitcher, Brex Caldwell. Brex is 1 for 1 today, and the ref has called timeout, and they have come to discuss something. I don't know what is being discussed. I'll see if I can get to the bottom of what's going on here. So the third base umpire called timeout, comes running in to discuss something. So Coach Harris from Dell comes out. They're discussing something, and I don't know what is being discussed. Again, once I know something, I'll let you know. But I don't know if there's something going on in the crowd, or if there's a light or something on over there. Or there's a lot of noisemakers here. We don't know what the issue is. Third base umpire is discussing with Coach Gallagher. I don't think Coach Gallagher said anything. There's something that must have happened over there, but whatever it is, surely it's fixed. But we set Brex Caldwell up to the plate. He's 1 for 1, only hit of the game, 1 out. Rooker throws one outside, doesn't get the call there. Ball one. Great eye by Brex. Five nothing here in the third inning. Dell Pirates on top. Ball two in the dirt. Pitch on the way, and Caldwell swung through that one for strike one. It was a great cut, got a good pitch, just missed it. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the third. Quarterfinal action of the state tournament here in Oklahoma. Ball three on the outside corner. 3 balls, 1 strike. This is Brex's count right here. He likes to be heading the count. He'll be gripping his bat, licking his chops, ready to hit one here. 3-1 count. Pitch on the way, and Caldwell takes us a curveball in there for strike two. Full count. Caldwell stays alive with the foul ball straight back. Full count again, one out. Great battle. Always like to see kids go up there swinging the bat, battling, staying alive, doing what they can to get another pitch. Great at bat by Caldwell, and he'll draw a one-out walk, and he'll bring up the two-hole number 44, Caleb Brewer.
Face on balls to Caldwell. Bring up number 44, Caleb Brewer.
One out, runner on first. Top of the third here. Caleb Brewer up to bat. 0 for 1. Grounded to the second baseman last at bat. Caldwell takes off to second, and the ball in the dirt. Here it's no throw. So Caldwell in there with the stolen base. Kind of slides funny. Still on his knee, but he's getting up. Great classy kids out there from Dell checking to make sure Brex is okay. Looks like Brex is all right. Just kind of awkwardly slid. It was a ball, so we have one ball, no strikes to Brewer here. Ball two outside. Tries to sneak a curveball in there. Inside move, but Brex gets back safely. Brex is a great base runner. He knows the game really well, and can't blame the pitcher checking on him at second. And Brewer rips one up the middle. It goes through the pitcher's leg. Shortstop comes across and makes a great play for the second out of the inning. Shortstop comes all the way across second base and makes a really great play to put out Brewer, robs him of a hit and possibly an RBI. Brewer does advance the runner to third, so Brex is at third, and it brings up Dylan Reistein, the shortstop. Brewer just gets robbed of a hit, hits a little hard ground ball up the middle, it goes through the pitcher's leg, skips off the back of the mound, and the shortstop's just in the right place at the right time to put out Brewer at first for the second out. Again, I talked about it with Coach Gallagher before the game. Coach Darnell tried a little sneaky pickoff there, but Brex is not falling for it. Like I said, I talked to Coach Gallagher and Coach Darnell before the game. You got to have some luck to win the state tournament. And that was that was a great play, but it was some luck as the ball skips off the mound to slow it down a little bit. It's hard to win a state championship without a little luck in any sport. One ball, one strike here, two outs. We need a big hit out of Reistein here to get on the board. Get some momentum back. Ball inside. Two balls, one strike, two outs. Again, thank you guys for tuning into Razorback Rewind, watching the game, staying up past hours. Ball 3 in the dirt. When I got here, the tarp was on the field because of a rainstorm coming through, and a great job by Shawnee, field crew, coaches, and staff to get the tarp on the field so we could play baseball today. Ball 4 outside. Reestein draws a walk. Runners at first and third, 2 outs. Brings up your catcher, Tyler Simpkins. Dale will call timeout and regroup here. I hit Okima this afternoon driving up here, and it just rained and hailed and stormed on me pretty bad. And once I got here, it seemed like the storm just kept building back. It kind of popped out of nowhere, and when I got here, it was downpouring, and it was an hour and a half delay in the Worcester Preston game. So we were behind there, and the game before us took 3.5 hours. So that's why we're sitting here playing at 11 o'clock here in this quarterfinal game nightcap here in Shawnee. It's a great crowd, great atmosphere, great facilities. There's nothing like May baseball in Oklahoma. Strike one to Simpkins. Need a big hit here. Simpkins can come through here, score a run, put us on the board. Looking for our first hit since inning one. Simpkins grips his bat. Pitch on the way. And Simpkins rips one to third. Third baseman makes a diving catch and robs Simpkins of a base hit. So a great play defensively there as the third baseman was playing in on the grass. Simpkins hits a rocket down third base. Third baseman makes a great play, great dive and play, and gets Simpkins out at first to end the top of the third. So we go to the bottom of the third. Your Razorbacks are down 5-0. And we're back here live at Shawnee in the bottom of the third. The Razorbacks are down 5-0. Caldwell still pitching, misses high. Ethan Douglas for the Dale Privates will start us off the 7-hole. 1-0 count. Ball 2 outside and low. Caldwell misses outside. 3 balls, no strikes. And Caldwell walks the leadoff. Brings up number 10, Braylon White, the 8-hole. That ball was close. Courtesy runner at first base for the Dell Pirates. I can't get a number of that. Try to help you out here in a little bit. Ball hit to the right side, just out of the reach of the second baseman. Harris makes a diving attempt, but due to playing double play depth, misses the play. It was a great effort. It was going to be a base hit probably anyways, just because Harris had to run so far. And they're working the outside corner, and Dale's doing a good job of just putting their bat out there and putting it in play the right side. And it brings up number 7, Denton Forsyth. Harris makes a great effort there and just can't hang on. Squares the bunt. Forsyth lays down a beauty at third base. Hogan charges in, throws across his body, and beats out the throw at first base for an infield single. It was a great bunt, a great play by the third baseman, just not in time.
Back to the top of the lineup for Dale. First baseman, number 17, Dayton Forsyth.
Forsyth lays a beauty down. Hogan makes a great play, great effort, just a great baseball play that didn't go Panama Razorbacks' way. So the bases loaded with no out brings it to the leadoff number 17, Dayton Forsyth. Infield staying back. Coach Gallhar electing the infield to turn 2 up the middle. We're going to go 4 in the corners. Strike 1. Great pitch right there by Caldwell. We talked a little about luck earlier. That's one of those plays that just unlucky. Just a great play by both teams, and just Razorback gets the raw end of the deal on that one. So Caldwell gets up 0-2 on Forsyth here. Brex delivers 0-2 count and gets a big out there as Forsyth goes down swinging for the first out of the inning. That's big. That's a big out. Brings up to the plate. It's 2-hole number 2, Jackson Harris. Again, you're in another situation. No outs, bases loaded, strike. Then you get a strikeout. Now you're just a ground ball away from ending the inning. And Brex Caldwell gets ahead 0-1. As a Panama Razorback fan, you're looking and thinking, ground ball, ground ball, ground ball, so we can get some outs here. Caldwell delivers there in a row, 2 in a row right there for strike 2. 0-2 count to the 2-hole. Bottom of the third here, 5-0. The Razorbacks down. Caldwell sets, delivers, and another big strikeout there for the second out of the inning. 2 big outs back to back by Caldwell.
Number 3, Jet Higdon.
Brings up number 3, Jet Higdon. What a great pitch. What a great sequence of pitches in both at the 1-hole and the 2-hole by Brex Caldwell. Brex Caldwell wastes no time to get back in there and getting ahead of the count. And as he throws that strike, the Panama Razorback crowd erupts. And Caldwell misses outside there for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Caldwell stays ahead. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Caldwell comes sets, bases loaded, delivers, and just misses outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. and something happens. So what happens is Caldwell steps on the rubber. The guy at third gets caught in a rundown. Brex throws the ball to third base, and they call a balk. Coach Gall here goes out to argue, saying his foot wasn't on the rubber. I did not really see it. I I didn't see what happened, but I think Caldwell was off the rubber and throws it to third base, but the field ump calls a balk to bring the score 6-0. Two balls, two strikes, two outs here. Caldwell misses high to full the count. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know this. I didn't see the what happened. All I know is Brex throws the ball at third base as the runner takes off at home and kind of had him in a rundown. But during the rundown, the field ump stops play and calls a balk. Meanwhile, Caldwell walks Higdon, brings up number 44. Rooker, bases loaded, two outs. And the ball gets away from the catcher. And that's going to score another run for Dale. So pass ball there by the catcher brings the score 7-0 here in the bottom of the three. The Dale Pirates are ahead. One ball, no strikes, two outs. Runners at second and third. And Rooker swings through that one. 7-0 here in the third inning. Dale Pirates are leading the Panama Razorbacks. Caldwell delivers strike two. One ball, two strikes. Misses outside. Two balls, two strikes. Rooker up to the plate, your pitcher for the Dale Pirates. Doesn't misses high there, full count. First base is open, so there won't be any runners moving on this pitch. And a big out right there to end the inning. Caldwell strikes out Rooker to end the third inning. So after three complete, your Panama Razors are down 7-0. We'll be back. Thank you for staying up with us in this quarterfinal baseball game here in Shawnee. We're back here at Shawnee in this quarterfinal baseball game. Batting for your Razorbacks, number 1, Aaron Siemens.
Leading off center fielder number 1, Aaron Siemens.
Ball 1 to Siemens, 1-0. Fists one into the Dell dugout. Looks like checking to see if everybody's okay. I think player May got hit, but they're okay over there. 1 ball, 1 strike. Siemens takes strike 2 on the outside corner. Fall behind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No outs here in the top of the 4th inning. Dell leading 7-0. Ball in the dirt. This night, if you're a Panama Razorback fan, this night like this feels like one of the LaFleur County baseball games where it goes into the wee hours of the night, playing baseball after midnight. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no outs. And Siemens dribbles one down, but it's foul out of play. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Appreciate you guys staying on here, supporting Razorback Rewind. Hopefully we can do some more live streams for you guys in the future. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Siemens lines one up the middle. Shortstop makes a great effort, but it bounces off his glove for a base hit.
John Hogan, number 10, now coming to the plate.
Siemens singles up the middle to start inning number 4 off for the second hit of the ball game, and it brings up number 10, Sean Hogan. Rooker comes set, delivers. Home plate umpire says he didn't go in a check swing for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Hogan. Ball in the dirt, 2-0. Coach Gallagher delivering some signals in. Players check their wristbands, get the call from Coach Gallagher. Rooker sets, steps off, picks off. They try a fake out play, but doesn't work. And I don't know why that's not a balk, but doesn't step off. He fake throws, which is illegal, but and they tried to act like the ball got past the first baseman. It doesn't work. Rooker misses in for 3 balls, no strike. Three 0 count have to be taken here, and a good take for ball 4. So a single up the middle, a walk. So Razorbacks have a little bit of momentum going late in the 4th inning of this game, down 7-0. Talon Ferris will come to the plate, but before that, Dale Coach will come out, call timeout with a mound visit. The Razorbacks are breathing some life into this game. Still fighting hard, not giving up, not giving in, not throwing in the towel, and that's what you like to see. Due to the the long day. It's been a long day today for both teams. Razorbacks arrived here around 4:30. So you can imagine how tired they are. But tired or not, they're still showing great effort in today's game, showing good fight here late in this game in the fourth inning. It was really neat this morning as we left Panama. The community supported them by sending them on an awesome send-off for their first trip to the state tournament since 2017. So thank you, community. Thank you, administration of Panama and the faculty and the staff as we show support to our boys. A lot of pride runs through Panama. Pitch on the way for strike one. So it looks like looks like Dale, second baseman's playing a bunt defense here, expecting something as he's in on the grass. First baseman's playing behind the runner at first. Talon Ferris calls timeout. Slow things down here. No balls, one strike. No outs, runners at first and second. Top of the fourth. Razorbacks down 7-0. Ball high. Looked like they had something working there, but Rooker ignores the pickoff at second and goes ahead and throws it to the plate, and it misses high for ball one. 1-1, no outs. Talon Ferris looking for something to happen here. We need a hit out of the infield. Goes back to. And Talon pokes one to right field, a little Texas leaguer that's going to drop in there, and Coach Gallagher is going to send him. The play to the plate is not in time. Siemens will score. Hogan advances to third on a base hit by Talon Ferris to put the Razorbacks on the board. So a little poke to right field for Talon Fairless will score one and advance Hogan to third baseman. So Razorbacks are in business 7-1. Runners at first and third with no outs with Boomer McLean coming to the plate. You can only expect Coach Gallagher's got something up his sleeve here. This is his specialty. Seen a couple. Boomer squares. Pitch on the way. Pulls it back. Runner goes. Skips it off the mound. And it dribbles past the shortstop. So a lot going on that play. We squared a bunt. As we squared a bunt, Talon takes off to second. An air throw by the catcher skips off the pitcher's mound. It bounces off the shortstop. We were going to score, so Dale tries to throw the runner out at third, but it's not in time, and it bounces off the third baseman, and Talon advances to third. So we score one run on that play, so it brings the score 7-2 here in the top of the fourth. Runner on third, no outs. Boomer's up to the plate. One strike. No balls, one strike for Boomer. Again, expect something here by Coach Gallagher. Coach Gallagher likes to score runs. Boomer squares the bunt and pops it up. Out of play for 0-2. No ball, two strikes to Boomer McLean, number 4. Jackson Harris on deck. Boomer checks his wristband, gets the call from Coach Gallagher. Talon Fairless at third. No outs here. Fourth inning. Panama with some momentum. Pitch on the way. Boomer still going to squares a bunt and misses for third strike. So Boomer goes down. Attempted bunt strikeout for the first out of the inning. So after the strikeout, brings up number 12, the 9-hole Jackson Harris. Again, put the ball in play here would be nice. Just get another run would be nice. Takes a gut pitch fastball for strike one. Pitch on the way, squares the bunt. Looks like we're trying to get a run in, and we just can't get it done. Can't execute. Foul ball over to the right side, brings the count to 0-2. Coach Gallagher is trying everything he can to manufacture the run from third, and just can't execute. Cost us earlier this game with runners at first and second, no outs. It's costing us here in the fourth inning. And Harris lays off the pitch outside. They check to first. First base umpire says no, he didn't. So 1 ball, 2 strikes to Harris. Harris is a competitor. Had some really good at bats during the regional tournament. See if he can get a good bat here, get on base and roll over the lineup and get Caldwell up to the plate. Ball in the dirt, catcher great block. 2-2 count. Harris working the count here. Falls down 0-2, but evens things up. 2-2. Pitch on the way. And Harris dribbles one to shortstop. Shortstop stays down, throws across, scooped by first baseman for the second out of the inning, but it is an RBI put out. So Harris does do a job by scoring a run. And now batting for Panama will be number 23, Brex Caldwell. Panama clawing and fighting with everything they have here in this game. Caldwell tries to hit that to OBU and misses 0-1. We need Brex to get a big hit right there and keep this rally going. Pitch on the way. Rooker misses inside for ball 1. 1-1. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Razorbacks have scored 3 runs in this inning. Things haven't been going Panama's way. Making a little bit of mistakes here and there throughout this game, but this inning has been a different story for the Razorbacks as they have been able to score 3 runs. 1 ball, 2 strike count here to Brex Caldwell. 2 outs, no one on. And Caldwell rips one that looked like it was going to fall for a base hit, and the second baseman leaps up and snags one and snags a hit away from Brex. Brex pulls one down to second baseman, and the second baseman is just playing perfect and just snags one out of the air to take away a hit from Brex. So it brings us to the bottom of the fourth. Panama 3, the Del Pirates 7. So as we start here in the bottom of the fourth inning, welcome back. Into pitch for your Panama Razorbacks will be number 15, Braden Wiles. Brex Caldwell moves to center, and Aaron Siemens will move to right field. Bottom of the fourth here.
Security, your attention, please. On the pitch for Panama number 15, Braden Wiles.
Wiles misses low and outside, ball 1-2, number number 12, Easton Edmondson. I apologize for the delay. I was trying to get a number. Edmondson rips one to center field, but Brex is playing. Looks like he had a beat on it and then kind of looked like he misjudged it and took a couple steps back, but instead makes a can of corn catch for 1 out.
Easton Edmondson lining out.
Brings up number 6, Case and Richardson batting. One out here in the bottom of the fourth. Wiles delivers, strike. Pops one to left side in between the left fielder and shortstop. Restein runs over there and doesn't make it the play. Throws it into second. So a ball that's kind of in the no man's land of baseball where Restein sprints after it, overruns it, and it just hits the ground right there in the no man's land spot. Either way, ball's got to be caught by someone there. Tough play. 1 out, runner on first. One ball, one strike here. 1 out, runner on first. Wiles misses high. Ethan Douglas up to the plate, number 33 for Dell. Wiles throws a curveball into the dirt. Simpkins with a nice block. 3-1 count, runner on first, 1 out. Pickoff attempt. Safe at first. Ground ball would be nice here. Get us out of an inning. Rips one down right field, but foul out of play. Full brings the count to full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Again, Razorback fans, ground ball vibes right here would be really nice. Ground ball, get us out of an inning, get some momentum going up to the plate. With top of the lineup coming up, 2-hole hitting. Wiles sets, delivers, runner goes, fouls it straight back. We'll do it again. Great battle by the batter here. Great battle by the pitcher. You love to see it. I've said it all night tonight. State tournament baseball is always nice here in Oklahoma. Great teams, great competitors, beautiful facilities. Pickoff attempt, keeping him honest over there. And Wiles misses low and outside for a 1 out walk. Brings up number 10, Braylon White. Before that, Simpkins will call timeout, settle Wiles down a little bit. Hogan goes out there, gives him a little fist bump, says, "Come on, baby, you got this." Wiles gives a nod, steps on the mound. It is neat seeing Wiles out there pitching as a freshman. Kind of big moment for him, and he's handling it pretty well so far. Be really nice if we get a ground ball here, and he gets a foul ball fouled straight back. And so he calls a balk and no pitch, so it's no balls, no strikes. He calls a balk. The only way I can think it's a balk is he doesn't come set. I noticed it last pitch. I didn't want to say anything to jinx us, and my thought must have jinxed us because he didn't come set. So regardless, no balls, no strikes. Runners at second and third. Coach Callahar gets him to come in. We're going to try to get a play at the plate. Throws a strike in there for strike one. Infield is in here. It is a tag play at the plate. No force out since the bases are not loaded. Coach Callahar is going to try to D up here and take away runs. Dell batter squares, slashes, squares the bunt, pulls the bat back, but Wiles misses low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hits a ball down right field line, foul. It's hard to see sometimes up here. The ball's going to go fair or foul just at our angle. Plus the wind earlier today was blowing straight from left field to right field, so anything hit out there carried way foul. Earlier today, balls would come off the bat and be rocketed out to left field, and they would be rocketed to left field, and they would just be little routine fly balls because the wind was blowing so far in. So Wild delivers there on a 1-2 pitch, and he gets him to fly out to right field. There's no tag. The Siemens catches it, but there's no play or no throw at home. The ball wasn't deep enough for a tag, and it brings up the 9-hole Forsyth. If Wiles can work himself out of this jam, that will be really big for the Razorbacks here in the bottom of the fourth. Excuse me. Great pitch there, but it calls it inside, 2 inside here. 1 ball, no strikes. 7-3. The Dell Pirates are leading here over your Panama Razorbacks. Ball in the way. Wiles is in there for strike one. Coach Callahar calls timeout here, goes in front of the dugout, gives some directions, challenging his team to step up and make some plays here. Big out here. Foul back, gets ahead of the count. 1 ball, 2 strikes, really challenging him up there. I like to see a lot of strikes. My dad coached baseball for years, and he always told me always would ask me what the best pitch in baseball is, and I'd always say fastball, and he'd say, no, the best pitch in baseball is a strike, and that's what we need right here is a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ball's delivered. Great job by Simpkins keeping the ball in front and saving a run there to even things up. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Deuces Wild on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ball on the way, rips to left field, right into Fairless's glove. We get out of the jam. Wiles gets out of that after a balk that would move runners to second and third with Dale threatening, and gets him to fly out to left field to end the inning in the bottom of the fourth. So we move to the fifth here in Shawnee. The score 7-3. Your Dell Pirates are leading your Panama Razorbacks. We will be back in a little while. Thank you. Welcome back here in the top of the fifth inning with your Razorbacks down 7-3 here. In the top of the fifth inning, stepping to the plate is number 44, Caleb Brewer. Brewer fouls one down to the Dell foul line dugout down the right field line for strike one. Brewer chases a ball outside for strike two. 0-2 count here. I look out the window in the press box and I just see a bunch of Razorback fans, a bunch of Razorback faithfuls still here. And you guys watching, thank you for watching and showing your support for our Razorbacks. Ball outside, 1 ball, no strikes. Getting to the state tournament is a really difficult task in baseball. And the support shown by the community has just been great for these boys. And Caleb swings through that for strike three for the first out. It's been a long day for Razorback family here. It's boys pulled out at 10 o'clock this morning for a great send-off by our community and got to Shawnee and checked in their rooms and had to come up here during the rain delay and kind of had to watch a 3.5 hour game before us. So Razorbacks have spent a long day at the park. 1 ball, no strike to Dylan Riestein, who's batting now. So this is the quarterfinal game in the state tournament. Tomorrow's game will be the semis, and then Saturday game will be the finals. 2 balls, no strike. Oakdale won the first game today by beating Central Salisaw. Preston beat Worcester on a dribbler back to the mound on just a heartbreaking walk-off in a really good baseball game by both teams. So Worcester got sent home, and Preston will play Oakdale in the 1:30 game tomorrow. Cashin beat Latta 11-3 in a 3.5 hour game before us, and now the Panama Razorbacks and the Dell Pirates are fighting for that last spot of the semifinals in this game. Riestein takes a ball in the inside corner for a strike, and it's 2-2. Again, there was a rain shower earlier today that just kind of set things back here and kind of put things on hold for a little bit as the rain passed, and Shawnee's crew came out here and did a really good job of letting this tournament continue. So we appreciate that. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the fifth for Riestein. Riestein takes the ball in the dirt. Great eye right there. Is a tough pitch, is a good pitch, but try to get him to chase the ball in the dirt, and Riestein wisely doesn't swing and chase, so brings the count full. 3 balls, 2 strike. Riestein fouls one back, stays alive. Riestein hits one to Oppo up in the air. Right fielder sees it and catches it there for the second out of the inning. For a minute, it looked like he lost it, kind of fighting the elements of the lights and the dark out there, and ball comes down. He kind of makes a basket catch, but either way, he makes the catch for the second out of the inning, and now batting's your catcher, Tyler Simpkins, number 5. Simpkins has been a solid player for the Panama Razorbacks this year, offensively, but more importantly, defensively. He's been a really good player behind the plate, keeping balls in front of him and receiving the ball and keeping runners at bay. and he's had a good season at the plate as well. He takes ball one. Then he watches strike one go on the outside corner. 1-1 count here. Two outs. Gets the call there for strike two. Great job by the catcher framing that one for strike two. 1 ball, 2 strikes. It's a tough pitch. Curveball. Catcher received that one well. Simpkins falls behind. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Throws it on the outside corner. Simpkins chases it to end the inning. In the top of the inning. So bottom of the fifth. Score stays the same. 7-3. Your Dell Pirates are on top of your Razorbacks. We'll be back. So to start off here in the bottom of the fifth, the leadoff hitter for your Dale Pirates will be Dayton Forsyth, the 1 hole. Looks to bunt, misses on the outside. Braden Wiles is in to pitch. He came in last inning and got out of a jam. Pitched some really good pitches last inning and was able to work himself out of some tough spots. Ball 2 high. 2-0 to Forsyth. Forsyth gets in and Wiles delivers ball outside. 3-0 to Forsyth. Wiles is in there for strike one. 3 balls, 1 strike. No outs here in the bottom of the fifth. Way outside there. Walks Forsyth. That brings up the 2 hole number 2, Jackson Harris. Runner goes. Simpkins down. Not in time. Ball one. Forsythe just read that really well. Got a great jump. Great exchange by Simpkins, but just not in time due to the great jump by Forsythe at first base. Harris is struggling to find the strike zone here. Falls behind 2-0 to the 2-hole here. Jackson Harris. And Harris is in there for strike one, 2-1. Excuse me. Braden Wiles on the mound. Braden Wiles is in there for strike one. Excuse me, it's getting late. Squares the bunt, gets a bunt, dribbler out to the pitcher. Wiles comes in, fields it in time for the first out. A great play defensively. That was a tough play. It's kind of similar to what happened in the Worcester game. That's kind of in that tough position. Wiles comes in and fields a spot. Great. Steps and throws. But it does advance the runner to third, so a sack bunt. Coach Gallahar's going to call his defense in again so we can get the out at home plate. Number 3's up to bat. Jet Higdon, who swings through that one. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Again, no, if he does hit the ball in the infield, it is a tag only play. It's not a force out. So Simpkins will have to tag out. And Higdon rips one to left field. It's a high sky fly ball, but Fairless has a jump on it and gets the catch. But it is a sac fly for Higdon to bring the score 8-3. Dale on top. 2 outs. Brings up number 44, Jack Rooker, the pitcher. Ball 1 here to Rooker. Foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike to Rooker. Tries to go in on him, and Rooker almost looks like he was defending himself on that one, but the ball hit the bat. Rooker fouls one straight back here to the right side. Brings the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And Harris goes right at Rooker and sets him down for the 3rd out of the inning. But Dell does get a run. Excuse me. Wiles goes right at him and gets the 3rd out of the inning. And so after Braden Wiles strikes out Rooker, it brings the score 8-3. Dell on top. Welcome back, everybody. Here in the top of the sixth inning, Aaron Siemens up to the plate, and I apologize for mixing up Wiles with Harris. They're both really good kids, and I get them mixed up even in the classroom, and so I apologize for calling Braden Wiles Jackson Harris. Plus, it's midnight. Siemens fouls one straight back, falls behind 0-1. One ball, one strike to Siemens here in the top of the sixth. Panama down 8-3 here in this quarterfinal baseball game. It's been a long day of baseball, great day of baseball here in Shawnee. Two balls, one strike to Siemens. Panama still battling up there. It's one thing these guys do have is fight and grit and determination and persevering through this game right here. Been fighting back. Three balls, one strike. Need a big rally right here late in this game. 5 or 6 runs would be real nice. And Siemens draws a walk to start off the inning. Good start there for the Razorbacks. Sean Hogan will come to the plate. Third baseman for your Panama Razorbacks. Dale calls timeout. Catcher walks out there. Lets Rooker know, settle him down a little bit. Tap gloves. Walks back. Dale's coach is out in front of the dugout giving some directions, challenging him. Coach Harris is out there coaching. Rooker steps, throws ball in the dirt. One ball, no strike. Coach Callahar looks at his play call sheet, gets some signals, checks the armbands offensively. Razorbacks do. Ball on the way, takes all the way there for strike one. One ball, one strike. Some good strategy there. Maybe late in the game, high pitch count for Rooker and struggling here. It's wise to take a pitch here, see what happens. Maybe get ahead here, but where the take ball's 1-1, counts 1-1. Rooker steps off, checks at first. Siemens is not going anywhere. He's back. Again, thank you guys for staying up with us and showing your support. Showing your support here to the Panama Razorbacks. Rooker calls timeout here. Shortstop runs in. The school year ended today for the Panama Razorbacks, so no school tomorrow. Summer break has officially started for your Panama Razorbacks, so that's a good sign for all the late night owls out there watching this and the fans in attendance today. And Hogan takes a curveball in there for strike two. One ball, two strikes. No outs. Pickoff move. It was a very close play there, and Siemens just sneaks back in time and calls him safe. It was a lot closer than I want it to be on that move right there. It's a great pickoff move, quick pickoff move, and they about get Siemens napping over there, but they don't. So it's one ball, two strikes to Hogan. Ball in the way, ball in the dirt, and the ball pops out of the catcher's glove, allowing Siemens to slide headfirst into second with the stolen base. I don't know if he read that one or just was a green light steal, but it worked in Panama's favor. Siemens getting up slowly. He kind of had a headfirst slide and helmet pops off, but he's okay. He's probably laughing at those guys out there. And again, shortstop is a great player for Dale. He's a baseball player, dude. And he's checking on Aaron, and Aaron says, "Hey, I'm good," and let's get back to playing. 2-2 count, and Hogan gets under one and pops one to shortstop. Shortstop calls it. He's camped on it. Ball sells a little bit, but shortstop hangs on for the out. So after the pop out by Hogan, it brings up number 24, Talon Fairless. Talon had a big hit earlier in the game where he hits a Texas leaguer over the second baseman that scored two. We need a big hit again by 2-4 here. Give us another run. 8-3 here in the late innings of this game, quarterfinal game here in Shawnee, Oklahoma, in the state tournament. Siemens about gets a little too aggressive, and the pickoff move almost works to perfection, but Siemens is back in there in time. Same move here, and if he catches that, that's close. He finally decides to slide wisely. Ball scoots a ball squirts out of the shortstop's glove as a pick move to second. Tries it again, doesn't work there. Playing a little cat and mouse game here. Ball high. Tally takes the ball in the inside corner, brings the count 2-0, one out here. Fairless calls timeout. They're really worried about Siemens at second with the 5-run lead here. Decides to go to the plate. Tally pops one up to center field. Looks like a can of corn. Center fielder wobbles a little bit, but no problemo there for out number two. So 2 outs. Brings up number 15. Number 15, Braden Wiles will step in. Braden Braden came in to pitch earlier this game, and 2 outs. Base hit here could score if we get a good jump. Again, Dale's just so good defensively. It's hard to make anything happen. They just make plays and just a good solid baseball team. They don't make mistakes. And Wiles rips one to center field, and center fielder is playing him perfectly. Again, the ball just dies today. Not as bad as it was earlier, but it just dies. So ball ripped to center, and it retires the side. Brings us to the bottom of the sixth, 8-3. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The bottom of the sixth inning. Due up for Dale is Edmondson, number 12. Braden Wiles still pitching on the mound for the Panama Razorbacks. Gets ahead 0-1. Said it earlier, and it's always nice to see freshman players out there in a big stage like this. You got a freshman at second and a freshman on the mound, freshman in right field. It's always nice to see young kids get some experience. Strike two. Edmondson rips one to shortstop, and Reistein backhands it, sets his feet, and throws it across for the first out. It was a great play by Reistein to get the first out of the inning. He kind of misread it, I think, and was able to get his glove on it and backhand it, set his feet, and had to chunk it hard across the diamond, and it was in time. It was just a great play. Reestein's been solid there at shortstop for us this year. He's a great player, just a junior. One ball, no strikes. Wiles delivers and misses. Calls a strike. One ball, one strike. Ball in the dirt, ball two. 2 balls, one strike from Wiles. Again, we're sitting here at 12:19. I look out the press box window, and the crowd is just full. Both sides, Dale fans and Razorback fans, just to show you how much these communities love baseball and support their kids. Two great baseball clubs, a lot of tradition. Ball in the dirt, Wiles walks number 6, Richardson, and it brings up number 33, Ethan Douglas. Wiles comes set. Ground ball here, we need it. Aims for the outside and gets the call, strike one. Bottom of the sixth here in this nightcap game of the quarterfinals here at Shawnee in the Oklahoma Secondary Sports Athletic Association State Tournament. Ball in the way, takes off. Ground ball looks like a hit and run. Reistein backhands it again across the diamond for the second out of the inning. So they had a hit and run. There was no way they were turning a pair on that. Runner took off on the pitch. So Reistein backhands another one and cha-chings him out at first for the second out of the inning. Runner on second, 2 outs. Brings up number 10, Braylon White. Wiles delivers, and the ball rips out to right field, and Siemens gets a bad read on it, and it goes over his head to the wall. Run will score, and Braylon White will get a double. So an inside-out hit, and Siemens just looks like he got a bad read on that ball off the bat. He runs in, and it just barely goes over his head. So runners on second, 9-3 here. 2 outs. Brings up Forsyth, the 9-hole. Number 7 up to bat for Dale. Denton Forsyth is at the plate. Wiles is in there for strike. 1-1. 2 outs here in the bottom of the sixth. Ball in the dirt. Simpkins still working hard back there and blocks the ball and keeps it in front of him. 2 balls, 1 strike. Simpkins just solid back behind the plate. Here at 12:23, and he's still blocking baseballs. That's just pride right there. Wiles delivers. Forsythe sends one out to right field. Siemens sees it this time, squeezes it, and records the 3rd out of the 6th inning. So we head to the last inning in the top of the 7th. Panama needs 6 runs here to tie it up and to extend the game. 9-3, the Del Pirates lead as we head to the 7th inning. We'll be back. Here in the here in the top of the 7th, steps in the 9 hole, number 12, Jackson Harris.
Jackson Harris leading off the
Takes strike 1 in there. All you can think right here is base runners. You got to get on base somehow, some way to make things happen. Can't end it on 1 hit. 1 ball, 1 strike. Jackson Harris lines one to left field in between shortstop and third baseman to start off an inning with the base hit, and brings up your leadoff number 23, Brex Caldwell. Brex, first at bat, got a base hit. Then he was robbed of one and a walk. So Brex has had a great day at the plate. Jackson Harris lines one to left field in between shortstop and third baseman to start off an inning with the base hit. Brings up your leadoff number 23, Brex Caldwell. Brex, first at bat, got a base hit. Then he was robbed of one ball in the outside corner. Great eye by Brex. Dale coaching staff hassling the umpire after that call. It was a close call. 2 balls, no strikes. 9-3 here in the top of the 7th. Razorbacks need 6 runs to extend the game. Pitch on the way, ball in the dirt. Catcher makes a great block to keep the runner at first. So a 3-0 count to Brex. Brex will be continuing his education and athletic career at Oklahoma State University this fall. Has had a great high school career so far. Great kid. And he's free swinging at 3-0, and the second baseman backhands it for the putout at second, fielder's choice. So Caldwell grounds out to the second baseman. He rips it. Second baseman stays down on it and is able to get the runner out at second for a fielder's choice. Again, I think Caldwell gets robbed on that. Just a great defensive play. I mean, what can you say? And it brings up Caleb Brewer, number 44. Just a great defensive play. They're a solid defense. Just make plays. They don't boot the ball. Dell doesn't boot the ball. They stay down on it, and just a tough team. Always been that way. One ball, no strikes. Ball outside, 2-0. I mentioned it earlier. The 2A bracket this year is loaded. Just great teams from top to bottom. Your Caleb Brewer opposite fields one to left field. The right fielder was playing kind of in a right center position, so he has to run all the way over to the left field gap and make the catch for the second out of the inning. Caleb Brewer makes his way back to the plate, and that should do it for Rooker as he reached 120 pitches. Again, in high school baseball, you can only pitch 120 pitches, and that's what he did. He's gone the distance all six and two-third inning, I should say, and he pitched a pretty good game. So Dell makes the pitching change with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th.
Your attention, please. On the pitch for the Dale Pirates, number 25. Jackson Andrews.
So on to pitch for Dale here in the top of the 7th will be number 25, Jackson Andrews. They've made some position changes, but I apologize. I just can't see their numbers, so bear with me. So as the new pitcher comes in, they have Brex Caldwell at first, and Dylan Reestein will step to the plate. Panama trailing 9-3 here in the top of the 7th with 2 outs. So there's some commotion down in the audience with 2 outs here. The Panama Razorback fans get up and make some noise, and Del Pirates fans get up and make some noise as well here in the wee hours of the night, or should I say the early morning of Friday. 9-3 here in the top of the 7th, 2 outs. First pitch in there for Harris is a strike. Rex takes off to second. Throw down. Not in time. The ball kind of sailed on the catcher, but the shortstop was cutting across, and Brex decides not to slide. And from where we're sitting behind home plate, it looked a lot closer than what I think it was. That would have been devastating to end the game on a caught stealing. But he doesn't. One ball, one strike, two outs. Brex Caldwell on second. Reistein in the batter's box. Pitch on the way. Two balls, one strike. Curveball in the outside corner. Doesn't hit the corner. It tails a little bit outside. Three balls, one strike. Great eye by Reistein. Three one, two outs here. Bottom of seventh. Reistein locks in. Strike two, full count here. Dell's one out away from advancing to the semifinals tomorrow against Cashin at 4 o'clock here in Shawnee, Oklahoma. Razorbacks are still looking to keep the spark alive here as they are down 6 runs. Ball in the way, and Reistein hits one to right field. It's tailing to the right field foul line. The right fielder's over, and he makes the play, and that will do it here in Shawnee. The Razorbacks will fall 9-3. So the Razorbacks will end their season with 26 wins, 6 losses. And you can't take for granted what a great season this was for the Razorbacks, advancing to state for the first time and since 2017. 2024 LaFleur County Tournament champions, 2024 Smithville Tournament champions, a district championship and regional champions, ranked number 8 in the final rankings. It's been a great year for the Razorbacks and the Coach Gullahar, Coach Caldwell, and Coach Darnell campaign. I'd like to thank Shawnee administration and Shawnee Athletics for allowing us to stream up here in the press box and their hospitality that they showed us here. And thank you guys for watching. Thank you fans for coming out here for this live stream on the Razorback Rewind. We appreciate you guys hanging on. Thank you guys, and we'll see you next year. Appreciate you staying up. Signing off.